Have you ever felt the sting of failure? You're not alone. We are all bound to experience setbacks, whether in our careers, relationships, or personal aspirations. The real question is, how do we respond? The difference between those who remain defeated and those who rise like a phoenix often lies in their mindset and actions. This script will explore the 10 strategies I've discovered for bouncing back from failure. From embracing vulnerability to igniting creativity, each point offers a unique approach to rebuilding and reclaiming your life after a setback. Let's begin this comeback journey together. At number 10, embracing vulnerability is the first step in my journey to bouncing back. Many people view vulnerability as a weakness, but it's actually a powerful strength. When I faced failure, admitting my struggles allowed me to connect with others. Instead of hiding my feelings, I started sharing my experiences with friends and family. This openness fostered deeper relationships and provided me with a support network that was invaluable during tough times. I remember a time when I failed a significant exam that I had studied tirelessly for. Initially, I felt embarrassed and wanted to keep my failure to myself. However, after confiding in a close friend, I discovered that they had faced similar struggles in their academic journey. This conversation allowed us to share strategies and uplift each other. It taught me that vulnerability can open doors to understanding and compassion, ultimately creating a strong foundation for resilience. Coming in at number 9, developing a growth mindset became a crucial factor in my recovery from failure. This concept, popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, emphasizes the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. Rather than viewing failure as a reflection of my capabilities, I learned to see it as a stepping stone toward growth. When I lost a job I had worked hard for, it felt like the end of the world. Initially, I was devastated. However, I took a step back and reflected on what I could learn from the experience. I began to assess my strengths and areas for improvement. This shift in perspective empowered me to seek out new opportunities that aligned with my skills and passions. Adopting a growth mindset not only helped me bounce back, but also propelled me toward new heights I never thought possible. At number 8, I learned the power of setting realistic goals. After experiencing failure, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and unsure of where to start. I found that breaking my larger aspirations into smaller, manageable goals helped create a clear path forward. By focusing on achievable milestones, I was able to regain my confidence and build momentum. For instance, after my job loss, I set a goal to update my resume within a week. After that, I aimed to apply for at least 5 jobs each week. Each application submitted felt like a small victory, helping me to rebuild my self-esteem. Celebrating these small wins kept me motivated and provided a sense of accomplishment during a challenging time. As I reached each goal, I became more resilient and ready to tackle the next challenge. Coming in at number 7, cultivating a support network proved invaluable during my recovery. I learned that surrounding myself with positive, encouraging individuals is crucial for bouncing back from failure. I made an effort to connect with friends, family, and even colleagues who uplifted me and believed in my potential. During my most challenging moments, these relationships provided not only emotional support, but also practical advice and encouragement. They helped me to see the silver lining in my failures, reminding me that setbacks are a natural part of life. This sense of community offered me a safe space to express my feelings, share my fears, and receive guidance. I realized that when we lean on others, we strengthen our resilience and gain new perspectives. At number 6, practicing self-compassion played a significant role in my recovery journey. Often, after a setback, we tend to be our own harshest critics. I found that instead of beating myself up over my failures, I needed to treat myself with the same kindness and understanding I would offer a friend. When I faced disappointment, I started to acknowledge my feelings without judgment. I allowed myself to feel sad or frustrated, but also reminded myself that these feelings were temporary. By being compassionate toward myself, I could better process my emotions and move forward. This practice shifted my perspective from self-blame to self-acceptance, allowing me to embrace my imperfections and learn from my mistakes. Coming in at number 5, I discovered the importance of maintaining a positive outlook. While it's natural to feel disheartened after failure, I realized that focusing on the negative would only prolong my feelings of defeat. Instead, I made a conscious effort to shift my mindset toward optimism. I began practicing gratitude by writing down 3 things I was thankful for each day. This simple exercise helped me to see the positives in my life, even amidst the challenges. For example, during my job search, I focused on the opportunity to explore new paths and meet new people. This shift in perspective allowed me to approach setbacks with resilience and a renewed sense of hope, making it easier to overcome obstacles. At number 4, I learned the significance of taking action. After experiencing failure, it's easy to feel paralyzed by fear or self-doubt. However, I found that taking small steps, even if they felt insignificant, was crucial to moving forward. Action breeds momentum, and with each step I took, I began to regain my confidence. When I first decided to start my job search, I felt overwhelmed. Instead of focusing on the big picture, I broke it down into manageable tasks. I started by researching industries that interested me, updating my LinkedIn profile, and reaching out to contacts for informational interviews. Each action, no matter how small, helped me build momentum and gave me a sense of control over my situation. Coming in at number 3, I discovered the importance of learning from my failures. Rather than viewing failure as an endpoint, I learned to see it as a valuable lesson. Each setback offered an opportunity for reflection and growth. I began to analyze what went wrong and what I could do differently next time. For example, after my exam failure, I took the time to review my study habits and identified areas for improvement. I sought feedback from teachers and peers, which helped me develop a more effective study strategy. This commitment to learning transformed my failures into stepping stones toward success. By reframing my perspective on failure, I became more resilient and better equipped to face future challenges. At number 2, I recognized the significance of patience in the comeback process. Bouncing back from failure is rarely an overnight transformation. It requires time, effort, and persistence. I learned to be patient with myself as I navigated my recovery journey. When I didn't land a job immediately, I reminded myself that success takes time. I focused on my long-term goals rather than getting discouraged by short-term setbacks. This patience allowed me to remain committed to my efforts and stay positive, even when progress felt slow. I discovered that resilience is built over time, and every small step contributes to the bigger picture. Finally, at number 1, the most crucial strategy I adopted was to embrace the idea of resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and understanding that setbacks are a natural part of the journey allowed me to bounce back more effectively. I learned that resilience isn't just about enduring hardship. It's about cultivating the strength to rise again after falling. In my moments of despair, I began to remind myself of past challenges I had overcome. I reflected on how those experiences had shaped me into a stronger person. This understanding helped me develop a mindset that welcomed adversity as an opportunity for growth rather than a roadblock. Embracing resilience became my guiding principle, empowering me to face failures head-on and emerge even stronger. As I reflect on my journey, I am grateful for the lessons learned through each failure. Embracing vulnerability, developing a growth mindset, setting realistic goals, cultivating a support network, practicing self-compassion, maintaining a positive outlook, taking action, learning from failures, exercising patience, and embracing resilience have all contributed to my ability to bounce back. If you find yourself struggling after a setback, remember that failure does not define you. Each of us has the capacity for growth and transformation. The comeback journey may be challenging, but it is also incredibly rewarding. Take it one step at a time, and don't hesitate to lean on your support network. Together, we can learn, grow, and emerge stronger from our experiences. If you found this journey insightful, consider subscribing for more stories and strategies on resilience and personal growth. Let's continue this journey together, embracing our challenges and celebrating our victories along the way. Your comeback story is just beginning.